Now, before we start working on the deployment, you need to have installed Heroku CLI. You can just search for it on Google and the first page, and you can just click on download and install. And you also need Git for this, so make sure you have Git installed, and you can select the version you want to install from here. So now back to VS Code. Inside this, first of all, we need to initialize a Git repository. So now before we create the Git repository, I'm going to create a git ignore file .git ignore. And inside this, we're going to have node modules, and also we're going to add this config.env. And also we're going to add this .next folder right here. And also here I'm going to add git ignore. So we are not going to track the git ignore file too. So now let's initialize the repository. Git init repository initiated and git add and git commit deployment ready. So now we are going to first of all create an app inside our Heroku. So here I am logged in inside Heroku and click on this new, create new app. And for this name, I'm going to type in mini social media. And you can choose the region and not available. So seems like this one is available. So create the app. And now go to the settings. And if you scroll down, this is the link where your app will be online. So I'm going to copy this. And inside our VS Code, inside the utils base URL, let's minimize these. So what we are going to do is inside the base URL, we are going to check if process.env.node.env not equals to production. We are going to show this URL. Otherwise, inside strings, this URL right here. So when it is not equals to production, localhost will be exported. Otherwise, this URL will be exported right here. And save, we will also have to commit the changes. So now let's close these files. And if you go to the scripts right here, package.json scripts, we're going to run this build script, npm run build. And I'm just going to skip the video from here. So here we are after the build is created. I'm going to just clear this log. So after the build is run, now we're going to log in inside the Heroku. So if you have not installed the Heroku CLI, it won't work. So make sure you have installed the Heroku CLI. So here Heroku login. And this will open up the browser. And here you have to log in into Heroku. So I'm just going to log in here. And after you have successfully logged in, you can just close this page and return to the CLI. So here we are logged in as this email address right here. So after you have logged in, we are going to connect to our app. So Heroku git remote -a, and we are going to have the name of the app here. So if I go to my app, this is the app name. I'm just going to copy this, paste, enter. So this will connect to this remote right here. We're going to push this. So git push Heroku master. And now it will start the build process and will deploy the app to that URL right here. So I'm just going to let it do its work, and I will meet you after all of this is done. So now you can see we get the build succeeded and all of this information, and also you get the URL at which your app is deployed. You can click on the here, or if you go to the settings. Now before we click on this, we need to add the config variables here. So if you click on this reveal config vars, we didn't deploy these config.env. So I'm going to add these env variables, copy. And inside there, the key is going to be Mongo URI. And inside the value, just copy this. and paste and click on this add. Now we need to add all of these. So JWT secret value, I'm just going to type it myself. And for the SendGrid API, now I've already deleted this API. So make sure you use yours. And click on this add. So now if I click on this deployed version, and now you can see we have the app deployed on the internet. And if I click on login, we have the user jando at gmail.com. Hey everyone, just a quick reminder. Make sure you're not added any slash after this .com. So I had to deploy it again because there was a slash here. It was messing up the URL. So now I have typed in the email and the password. Click on this login. And you can see everything is working. And if I like the post, and if I comment here, everything is working fine. So this was all for the deployment video. I will see you in the next one.